Hi guys, so welcome back to the YouTube channel. So in today's video, we want to create a online banking website. Now we're going to be doing Tony online banking website, and to do that, you need a hosting. So I'm going to be fast about this, and you need a web hosting to create a online banking website. So this hosting is what we're going to be using for today. And how do you utilize Azure? So there's a link in the description of this video. Click on it and you'll be taken to this hosting Azure. Now the reason you are clicking on it is to support me. It's an affiliate link, is to support me. But you can also go to the website yourself. But if you appreciate my videos, you can click on the link in the description and then to take you to this place. Then type in the name of the website you want to use. 10x.com. Assuming this is the name of the website I want to use now. I'm going to click on register. Now I'm going to click on register and see if it's available. Now this is going to search the database and check if it is available, which if it's available it will notify me and then I can make payment or purchase it. Right, so it's saying register a domain name. So this is it. As you can see, it's available. I'll click on add to cart. The next thing I want to do is to come to service, or on the left side here there is domain. Now as I always said, because I'm having someone that is facing the same issue, do not click on direct admin. Always use cPanel. Do not use direct admin, always use cPanel, because cPanel is easier to operate, especially if you are having issue. So you click on order now here, right? So once you click on order now here, you will have both of them here. So it will say use a domain your shopping cart. You click on use, right? So once you click on use a domain your shopping cart, you choose if it's 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years you want to use. Now once you choose annually, you click on continue. Right, once you click on continue, do you want to use any of these domain provider? No, it's not needed, because automatically this domain under, I think, this CMA right or something, they protect your ID unless what you're doing is too illegal. So that's why they don't protect it. So but they protect it. So you can click on free DNS management, and this is actually free. Email forwarding is actually free for 1 year. Actually, ID protection, this one is still free, but you can pay for it after the first year. So once you do that, or you use someone a fake ID to create this. So once you're done, click on continue and you make payment. Now payment is made with, as you can see, we have $25.78. Now you can make payment, create an account, and you can make payment with debit card or credit card. You can make payment with PayPal, Bitcoin Cash, Flutterwave, Stripe, USDT, CryptoNotes, ID, Cash App, Karma, and ACH bank transfer. So normally I use CryptoNotes and I use crypto. So you can use Flutterwave as well. So but I use crypto once I prefer crypto. And then you click on checkout. Now I'm not going to buy this. Once you click on checkout, you'll be given access to your account, which you can then use in login. I'm not going to buy this. I just showed you guys how to do it. So I'm going to empty this right now. I already have my own account, so this is my account right here. So I'm going to click on, you just log into your account. As you can see, this is my own account, starter plan for one of my hosting here. So just log in. So I'm going to click on file manager. So begin. Now the first step is I just show you guys how to buy a domain name and a hosting from Azure. So now come here. So once you get to your hosting, once you get to your domain hosting or whatever you call, you click on the public underscore HTML, right? Public underscore HTML. So this, it will be empty actually. So I'm going to delete everything here. So this is going to be empty. So you won't find any file inside. The reason I have file because I've been using this for tutorial purpose, and that is why it's actually like this. So once you delete everything, give it some time, you reload it, it will be deleted. Alright, see, everything has been deleted. Now after, if you followed my process and purchase your domain and hosting, and you go through the process rightly, rightly, going to cPanel and everything, you arrive on this page, public underscore HTML, and it's going to be empty. Then there's also a link in the description to download the file. Once you download it, you click on upload, select file, and then okay, this is the file. You upload the file, This is TonaBank. So you upload the file. You give it time to upload. Right, some files are actually slow to upload if the size is big. As you can see, this one is 61 MB. 61 MB. So it's actually small. That's why it's fast. Make sure to check your file if it's big or small, right? All right, also check your network connection. So once you are done, click on go back. Now you extract the file. So once you click on it, I'm not trying to download it. So once you are done, you right click on it and then click on extract and extract. So once you do it, it will extract the file on the public_HTML just like this, and then you click on close. Then you open the folder. Just open that of the file, leave the document. As you can see, the SQL is here. So click on select or move everything to the main folder of your website. As you want to move everything to the public_HTML, you move. So you go back, and you have it here. Now, if you click on this main, right, you will see the .env file here. Now, one thing is some people will click on it and will not see the .env file, especially if they purchase the domain for the first time. Listen, especially if they purchase the domain for the first time. What you do is simple. Click on this setting option, select this document root, click on show hidden file, then you save. Then it will show up if it is hidden. You understand? Now you click on it, you edit it, then you click on edit here, right? So this is where you do most of the thing. So you come back, then you click on this part. This part will take you to your cPanel, your main file manager here, and then you search for your database wizard, right? That's the one I use. I open it in a new tab. Now at the same time, I want to copy my website name. This is my website name, copy link, and I want to put it here, right? This is the one I'm putting. Now I need to put my database name, database user, database password. So let's go and create a database. So v3d is what I want to use, v3dd. So this is what I want to use. I'll click on next step. Use that same word again. Now I'm going to use this as the password so that it will be easier for me to just copy and paste. Now, but if you're doing this for your own self, don't use it as the password because it will be easy to hack. You understand? Now click on create user. Once you're done with that, attend all privilege and click on make changes. Now what you just copied, paste it here, paste it here, paste it here. Now if you use a different password, paste a different password here. Now I'm going to click on save for this. This is saved. Come back to my database. On this file area or this search box, search for phpMyAdmin, this one. Click on it and it will take you to the PHP area. Now the PHP area is where you want to upload this MySQL. So this data SQL is the SQL that control the back end of the website, right? So that is what we want to access. So this is the one we created, v3dd. So click on import. So I'm going to click on choose file. This is the file here. So this is it here, database. So I'm going to click on open database and then import. Now it's going to try to import the file, and once it is done, we'll check if our PHP version is actually working perfectly with the site, and then we assist the site or we access the site, right? So you allow it some time to actually upload the SQL database of the site. All right, the database has actually been installed. So what you have to do next is to visit your website. So let's visit our website. So as I said before, we have to do our PHP version. So the composer detected issue on your platform, your composer dependency require PHP version of 8.3. So go to php, sorry, php, select php version, and then we change the php version to 8.3. So select version, then you click on 8.3 and then click on apply. So once you click on apply, you allow it some time to actually apply. They said depending on your internet connection and how fast your file is. So this is it. Then you reload again, and 1, 2, go. This is our online banking website. So welcome to our online banking website. So allow. So how great is this? So this is the banking. It looks very simple and beautiful at the same time, right? All right, so let's create an account to observe it. Let's create an account. So you can either click on login or create account. So this is user login, but let's create an account so we observe it. So you click on sign up. All right, click on close. So I'm not going to save this. Well, this is how the banks look. It look a bit simple and amazing, right? So let me take a screenshot first of all, so that we can use for our regular YouTube thumbnail. You get guys. So let me create a screenshot. So you click on the menu as well. So this is our menu. So let me see if I can take a screenshot of the menu as well. So this is our menu. All right. So if you click on it, you can see your DPS plan, my DPS list. FDS is actually FDS plan. You can see your loan. So you can see low plan, money transfer within TonaBank, order bank, wire transfer, history transfer. You can see deposit money, money history, withdraw money, withdraw history, transactions. You can see transaction area. We don't have any transaction right now. So you can see account statement. If we have our account statement to be here, and you can see our settings area, change profile, everything. So this is how you create a online banking website, or a simple online banking website with TonaBank, right? So this is my profile. So now let's visit the admin. So let's go. Now you go to your website /admin and see. All right, for the admin username, so let me check admin function. Now this is the admin table right now. Let me check the functions. So admin and example.com, username is admin. So username admin, password should be admin or 1 2 3 4 5 6. So if it's not admin, then it should be 1 2 3 4 5 6. All right, it's admin. Now this is how the dashboard look. Okay, so I'll change the password later on. No, so this is how the admin end look. So you can see this is how it looks. So let's take a screenshot as well, so that we can use for our thumbnails as well as product image. So this is how it looks as well on the admin end. So you can do a lot of things here. So another screenshot will be great.